G'day, this video profiles King Billy Track, which runs from the Howitt Road all the way over to the intersection with Bluff Track and Brox Road. So the track starts off near the Mt Howitt car park, basically shoots along the, the plateau for a little bit. The road's really good. Eventually the track drops down into the Macalister River valley via a whole stack of switchbacks. This is one of the busier tracks in the high country, so you need to be on the watch out for other four-wheel drives, but also a lot of motorbike action as well. It's like the super highway between the east and the west. So this day we had a lot of traffic to negotiate. Most people were pretty receptive to us pulling over and going past, give you a wave. Some weren't. One of the features on the eastern side of King Billy is this huge rock scree that goes right down the mountainside. I'm not sure what its origins are. I suspect it might be glacial. I just threw a photo in just so you can look at it. It's amazing, and it's definitely worth stopping to have a good look at it if you pass through. We were travelling down King Billy after the grader had been through not that long ago, so the track was in excellent condition. And look, this track really varies a lot between years. Some years it can be almost undrivable with massive holes and rocks and mud, and other years when they grade it, it's almost like a super highway, like it was this time. So it was really easy travelling, not much to worry about. So here we are going through the first river crossing. There's only a handful of small crossings. This is the upper part of the Macalister River. So essentially the track heads up the valley and it just follows the course of the Macalister River. It's a beautiful river. As you pass along the track, you see lots of evidence of big logs that have fallen across the track. This is definitely a track you'd want to be packing a decent chainsaw, I think. Here's another crossing of the Macalister, I believe. This used to be a really tricky crossing. There's a big log hidden under that gravel there, and used to be quite a notable step down, but it's all been smoothed out now. As you can see, the track slopes are all very gentle, so there's no major slopes to climb on this track. You can see the track's in pretty good nick, but bear in mind it does deteriorate at times and it can be very, very rough. So now we're basically on the ascent back up on the western side of the track. The track's fairly narrow, there's a lot of rock. They've done a great job improving the surface. A number of years ago, some of these sections were all but undrivable. There were major rocks, big holes, very, very messy track to drive. And this section here, I recall coming up the track in this direction and watching some guys that took nearly half an hour to drive down that little slope towards me. So basically the track winds its way back up the hill. There's lots and lots of switchbacks. Track's a bit messy still in places, even though it's a dry summer. You can see there's a few holes with water and mud and stuff like that, so it sort of gives you a bit of a hint as to what it used to be like. Here we are starting to get right up in the elevation. We're heading up towards King Billy now. This is one of the sections that used to be really ugly and rocky and muddy. It's been improved out of sight. It's in really good shape these days. A couple of nice campsites as you come up the western side of the track. Some nice views. And here we are, we're not too far away from the intersection with Bluff and Brox Road and the two King Billy peaks. And here we are approaching the intersection. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you out there.